Hello.
Hello. Yeah, can you see me?
Hello. Oh, I see you and I hear you.
Okay, that's great. I can hear you and see you as well.
Well, my name is David and I live in Canada. What is your
Okay.
name?
My name is Shubham and I hail from India.
Oh, very good. Well, tell me more about yourself.
So, what do you want to know about me?
Oh, whatever you want to tell me. Are you working, in school, your hobbies? Doesn't matter. I just
No,
want to
no.
listen to your voice so I can.
Currently, I am not in that mood. That means I can just answer the routine question which I came across on daily basis. So, apart from this, we can talk anything else.
I didn't understand what you said. You're speaking a little bit too
I
quickly.
Yeah. I said I don't want to answer my routine question. That means what's my name and what curriculum I follow. I just uh, what my occupation is and all those things I have answered in many videos. So I don't want to repeat that question. So can we have another thing to talk with?
What would you like to talk about?
So it's totally up to you. You can take a random things and we can move on to that.
Hmm. Well, so let's talk about climate change then.
Can you repeat what you said?
Well, we can change global warming.
Okay, you can go on.
Well, what do you think about global warming? What do you think is causing it?
I think the population is the major reason what I can see, and the other factors there are something that means there are many other regions which are responsible for global warming, and depletion of ozone layer is another reason what we are concerned with. So there are some certain regions, one of two regions what I mentioned in front of you. So yeah, it may be many more, but I just know two of them. So if you know many more than that, then you can just talk me with.
Well, I hear two terms used. One is global warming, and the other one is climate change. So I went on the
Okay.
NASA website, the National Weather Association, and had a look at these terms and watched some videos that they had. And what I've
Okay.
discovered is that global warming refers to the increase in temperature caused by our carbon emissions. But
Yeah.
climate change, climate change refers to the natural trends in the Earth's history for the temperature to rise into hot times and then to lower into the ice age. It has gone up and down many times in the several
Okay.
billion years that the Earth has existed. So, right now, my understanding is there are two things happening. One is global warming caused by man, but at the same time, climate change is causing the temperatures on the Earth to rise again out of the ice age and into some form of arid climate on the Earth again. So,
Yeah. Just I fully agree with you what you are saying. I think yeah, it is right. It is the reason why these things are happening. Yeah.
so if climate change is a natural function of the Earth, temperatures going up and down naturally as they always have, then there really would be nothing that man can do to stop climate change from happening.
You're right.
Hmm. So, what should we be doing?
I think we can plant as more as we can. So that is some good thing that will lead us to the beautiful future. And many other things that means we are just having a conscious about other things which leads to the global warming and all those problems. So just have awareness on the topic that is related to the global warming and climate change, and just add to the positivities what we can add to our surroundings. So just don't do that type of things which leads to the global warming or these type of problems. So just plantation and all the awareness and one or two things more, which that will lead us to the beautiful future. So we should do all these things. What I think.
Hmm. I was looking for solutions on the NASA site. I've seen a couple of different ideas that some different scientists were saying. Some are saying we should do that. Right now, there's a lot
Hmm.
of exploration going on in space.
Yeah,
Um,
you're right.
Elon Musk, for instance, looking at the possibility of populating Mars, and all these
Yeah.
types of things. But I read another theory that said if the Earth becomes uninhabitable because of global warming and climate change, that the surface of the Earth becomes too hot to grow food on to support the population,
Yeah.
going to another
And we
planet.
will filled with many diseases. If the global warming occurs on the earth, then it will lead us to the skin problem and all these things. So yeah, you are right.
Another theory that I read about was instead of spending all of our money trying to go to another planet, already 70% of the Earth is underwater. And as the ice caps melt, that will become an even larger percentage. Why are we not building underwater cities and farming underwater? The water is
Okay.
full of animal life, fish life, and plant life. Some have suggested building an underwater city, or many of them, is much easier and doable, whereas
That
moving
means
the
what I
population to another
understand what you're
planet.
saying. That means what I understand. That means you are saying to moving to another planet, it is better to have just live here and just create all these things underneath of water rather than doing that. What I could understand from your talk, isn't it?
That's what this theory was suggesting. I'm not sure that I agree. I'm just
Okay.
seeing what do you think about that idea?
I think, yeah, your idea is good, and I just also think that means we cannot switch to the other planet so easily. So rather than focusing to on going to the other planet, we have to focus on what we are having at the current time. That means currently, if I talk about Earth, then what condition can be improved here, and what solutions can be opted on the Earth itself. So that will be good rather than going to the other planets because everybody is not capable of going or buying places on the other planet. So it will be generating a partiality between normal people and billionaire people or just people having money.
Hmm. I was thinking that way too. It's an interesting theory that I just read about 6 months ago about
Okay.
building underwater cities. Would you live underwater? What would you feel about living in a city that's on the bottom of the ocean?
No, that is quite strangeable to think, but we can't just predict the future. That means we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. That means we are using mobile phones and all these things which we have never thought we will use. So anything can happen, but your imagination will take some time, yeah. But we are hopeful to it may be happen.
On Cambly, I just met an 82-year-old doctor who also studies physics, and
Okay.
we were just talking, and he suggested to me that 500 years from now, think about 500 years ago. If you took somebody from 500 years ago and you took them into a modern airport, oh, they would have no idea what was going
Yeah,
on.
you're right. So
Okay.
that's why I said anything can happen.
So he's suggesting that 500 years from now, human beings will never die and that we will no
Okay.
longer have because we'll be able to keep the body working forever and replacing parts. And the brain doesn't seem to have a significant lifespan. In other words, it has
Maybe.
some type of indefinite duration potential. Okay?
That is
And that
not imaginable for now, but yeah, it may be happen. You are right.
all birth will be genetically induced. There won't be natural childbirth anymore. It'll all be planned based on genes. We'll produce the perfect human beings.
This may happen, yeah. You are saying right. This may happen as in the upcoming early life. Yeah, you are right.
Well, I suggested to him, I said, this is incredible, incredibly good information. I only see one problem. And he said, oh, what's that? And I said, how do we get from here to 500 years down the road? This seems to be a
Yeah,
very
that is
rough
it.
road
That
ahead
means
of us.
that was not for us. That means we will not just live to see that. Our next generation and upcoming generation maybe just had a witnessing of that event, but we are not alive for seeing that time. Yeah.
No, but how will we keep our future generations alive to get there is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, you're right.
So we'll see how we can come up with a solution for that.
Yeah, because
Then we will move
responsibility
underwater.
responsibility is just seen like that way. That means what we can give to our next generation. So just don't think about yourself only. You should think for your future generations what we can add to their values. So this is our moral responsibilities at the same time we are living. So that is it.
So you seem to have an interest and some opinions and ideas on climate change and global warming and things. So why?
I think sometimes you just always think about the progress, and sometimes it is beneficial. At the same time, it consists of failures and disadvantages at the same time. So that's why all these things happening. What I think that means we are 80% having availment of different things. At the same time, 20% is also creating the bad thing for us, which will cause problem in upcoming life.
Hmm. Oh, it's been interesting talking with you, especially for a first conversation. It'd be more interesting if I knew anything about you.
No, no, yeah, it was nice conversation with you as well.
Did you read my profile?
No, not yet, but after this conversation, I will certainly go and read.
Interesting. Oh, maybe we will talk again sometime.
No, no, it's a random picking for me, but I will certainly go and read all about your profile.
I will go read about yours.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm only joking. You have your profile doesn't have anything on it about you. Well, stay well. Bye.
Bye bye.